Welcome to the CEO Corner on the Fanatic Mindset, the exclusive segment where we chat to South Africa's CEOs about their most defining leadership lessons. On this inaugural segment, I'm joined by Lunga Siyo, CEO of Consumer and Business Segment at Telkom. Lunga started his career at BP South Africa, where for 6 years he was groomed in a culture that set him up for success. As a result, Lunga was intentional about selecting positions that would hone his commercial and leadership skills. Today, Lunga is known for transforming Telkom's Yellow Pages business into YEP, South Africa's biggest digital marketplace. He is also credited with leading Telkom's consumer business through 11 consecutive growth quarters. Beyond the boardroom, Lunga is deeply anchored in family, coming from a family of a father and uncles who set a great example for the husband and father he is today. He is the quintessential dad to 2 girls and a devoted husband of more than 15 years. This is Lunga's story.
A lot of people are always in corporate, will always complain, I didn't get a job because they say I'm not ready. What do you mean? I've done 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
But what you forget is a business needs a certain type of leader. You might not be fitting the profile because you haven't allowed yourself to pick up a particular type of skill where you've turned around a failing business and they're looking for someone who's going to turn around this failing business. And you are not. Doesn't mean that you're not adequate or good enough. You are, but they're just looking for a different profile.
Sure.
And so you gotta test yourself, and it's like in business, right? You test new areas. So you've been selling in a particular geography. Now you're gonna go. Let's say you were largely Gauteng based, and you're like, okay, let me go to Cape Town and expand. You don't know the territory. Your chances of success might be very low. But someone who's been there, done it, even if they've failed, they actually have a different skill to someone who's never. Because success is not a good teacher, failure is.
Whoa, that's a high five moment. Success is not a good teacher. Failure is. That is, and I mean, I want you to tell me about that statement. Is it something that has led you, or is it something that you've learned over time? And is it something that you reflect on often when you're sitting on your own, drawing the map to Lunga's next 5 years?
It's, I think for me, it just came at the back of experiences, right? Where I've realized that if I look back, I've learned a lot more on many failures that I've had than the successes.
Sure.
Now, obviously, successes usually have done something really good. And I mean, let's not.
And they feel good.
They feel good. But after a while of doing a lot more of that, you literally you stagnate. In essence, because sometimes you're just doing the same thing that actually works.
So tell me about those failures.
Geez, I won't be specific. I've been thrown into a deep end. Right? So maybe for starters, my own personal growth, right? It at certain moments. So I mean, I worked for one of the telcos, right? MTN, and when I left MTN and joined Santam, it was a role that was higher than where I was. Literally, I reported to someone who sat on Group Exco, and it required different skills that I didn't have. And I remember asking them, why me? They said, well, you've got certain commercial and business skills that we want, but you will learn the technical side of this business. That's the easy part. We're looking for business people. Oh, that tested me. And we literally had to work in an agile format, and we tested a lot of products that actually failed, and we had to iterate and move quickly. But you learn out of all of those ones. You also learn managing people that don't report to you.
Oh yes.
Now executing through others is a skill. It's tough. People always go for the easy road. No, let them report to me so that I can bully them.
Yes. So I can
bully them to do the job, right? But you have to influence others.
Yes, I was about to say this is now leadership through influence, not leadership through control.
Exactly.
Yes.
So now that's something new that I had to learn. Because failure teaches you to become much more innovative and try new things and try different things and push yourself because you want to see this thing through to its logical conclusion and you want to see it succeed.
So let's talk about BP, because I think it was kind of your first big corporate role, or dance with corporate, if I can put it that way, but it was also a very not even strategic, but very important time in setting your foundation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Actually, you've put it such nicely that it was a foundation of who I've become. Actually. And I only realized later because they were so ruthless in how they grew their people and developed them, and they held everyone to a high standard. And I remember Ken used to say to me, Lunga, you got to be proud of your work. Even the email you write, read it and make sure the English and the grammar is proper. Don't just send an email.
The first stop must be in the right place.
Exactly. Don't just send an email. You must take pride in what you do. And I mean, I called it a corporate university.
Wow.
I went to school and got there. I literally, I mean, university just tells us that you are teachable, right?
Yes.
That's what a qualification is. You haven't earned a skill, or you don't have the competencies yet, but technically you understand, right, what needs to be done. So then you have to be developed so that you can develop skills and build competencies and become a better leader. And BP did that for me. They threw me into different roles. I had to swim at all times. And I was young. I mean, I must give kudos to a couple of people in that business. I mean, Denise Ojo, she was my first manager. She just looked at me and said, listen, I think you can do this. And good luck, by the way. And then she left. And I would see her once a month, and she's like, okay, where are we with this? I'm like, oh. But she gave me an opportunity to grow quickly as well. There was a guy called Trevor Ely as well. He was the regional manager here in Gauteng, and Trevor pushed me to the brink. He's the one who actually helped me transition from finance into a commercial role.
Yes.
Actually.
Because you studied accounting.
I studied accounting.
Yeah.
So I was in finance, and he liked it because he was also an auditor as well, by the way, but he was running a region as a sales person.
Which is a people thing.
Yeah, he's like, listen, come in, let's do this together. He gave me that opportunity, and he pushed me. He never took no prisoners. And there was a couple of others that were mentors as well, such as, I mean, Sipho Maseko as well, Alpheus Ngubo. They mentored me properly. They actually really encouraged me. They're the ones that actually instilled a belief that you could be something much bigger than where you are.
Yeah. I mean,
that was beautiful.
So that was beautiful. And would you say, because I think we've come to a point where, you know, these terms are really formalized. Would you say that this was mentoring, coaching? Was it formal, informal?
Yeah, I mean, some of it was informal.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time around them, especially weekends. Very important.
Very important.
When other kids were going to party, I was watching football with older people and actually bring meat for them.
Wow.
But you learned a lot out of them as well. And I mean, that developed into formal coaching and mentorship from some of them.
Okay.
When I could actually feel comfortable that, okay, I can have a conversation with you. I can be vulnerable. I can tell you what are my fears.
Yeah.
I can ask you the stupid questions.
Yeah.
And that helped as well. That helped a lot. But I think really navigating yourself around corporate evolves around, I mean, we call it what, networking. But yeah, just don't use the word networking.
Yeah.
Just find yourself in those areas, right? And socialize with people. You might pick up a lot. So
now, you met these great guys, but they actually still show up at different points, even past BP, right?
Yeah.
And that's where I think you talk about having a sponsor.
Yeah, absolutely. Because everyone moves on, right, to different roles everywhere else. However, people remember people that they worked with that actually delivered something.